Now, moving on, German airline giant Lufthansa said that it would add an environmental charge of up to $77 to fares in Europe. And this is to cover the cost of increasing EU climate regulations. The group said in a statement that the extra cost would be added to all tickets for flights operated by the group departing from EU countries as well as Britain, Norway and Switzerland. The group, whose airlines include Lufthansa, Eurowings, Austrian, Swiss and Brussels Airlines, said that it is facing extra cost from EU regulations related to sustainable aviation fuel. The EU legislation requires airlines to gradually increase use of the fuel on routes departing EU airports. Carriers will need to include 2% of sustainable aviation fuel in their fuel mix from next year, rising to 6% in 2030 and then soaring to 70% from 2050. The aviation sector is among the toughest to decarbonize and use SAF, a biofuel that produces lower carbon emissions than traditional jet fuel. The biofuel is seen as a crucial ingredient to hitting emissions targets, but is currently more expensive to produce. In March, Airlines for Europe, which represents the continent's largest airline groups, including Lufthansa, complained that the production of fuel in Europe is minimal and lags far behind projects launched in the United States. Lufthansa said it also faces extra costs from changes to the EU emissions trading system and other regulatory measures. The group aims to halve its net carbon emissions by 2030 compared to 2019 and to go carbon neutral by 2050.